Battlecry of Freedom by Ngakma Nor'dzin.
Part 2, the slogans. Slogan 10. Begin the sequence of sending and receiving with oneself.
Len pe go rim rang ne tam.
Breathing in is acceptance. Breathing out is self-healing. Riders transform pain into inspiration in order to ride excellently. If tension arises while riding, it can unsettle the horse. The tension may be completely disconnected from what is happening on the ride, but nevertheless the horse will pick up on it and wonder why its rider is anxious. For the horse to be relaxed and calm, the rider must be relaxed and calm. Therefore, the rider should always pay attention to their own state first. A common phrase in Buddhism is that practice is engaged for the benefit of all sentient beings. Practitioners must remember that they themselves are included in all sentient beings. Tonglen is not a sacrificial practice. Wanting to free others of pain and be of benefit to them does not require ignoring personal needs. Practitioners take care of themselves, recognizing that their health and welfare makes them more useful to others. An everyday example of the wisdom of this approach is mentioned before flying in every aircraft safety presentation. Secure your own mask before helping others. If pain is being experienced, practice Tonglen. Buddhism does not ask practitioners to carry a burden of pain if that pain can be relieved. There is no sense in which real practitioners have to suffer for their practice. Buddhism teaches original beginningless awakening, not original sin. There can be a tendency in the West for self-deprecation and self-loathing. This is a characteristic that is not found in all cultures. Geshe Damcho Yongten was once asked about loving oneself and replied that it was not a good thing to love oneself, that one must love others. One of his Western students explained to him that in the West, sometimes people really do not like themselves. Geshe Damcho looked surprised and said that it was important to like yourself, else how could you like others?
Ngakchen Rinpoche says, self-loathing is ridiculously complicated because one would have to ask how the loather feels. Does the loather feel worthy in comparison with the loathed? If you loathe yourself, who is it who is loathing whom? This is a situation which requires two selves, one who is loathed and the other who is loathing that self. This is clearly untenable.
There are two approaches to practicing Tonglen to relieve actual present pain. The first is focusing on the pain being experienced and dissolving it on the in-breath, and sending soothing energy to the point of pain on the out-breath. The second approach is to imagine that the pain being experienced is the pain that anyone anywhere is experiencing in that moment. Through practicing Tonglen with this view, it can alleviate the personal pain, but also embrace the expansive view of helping others.
Geshe Kelsang Gyatso says, the practice of taking and giving is extremely helpful in all cases of degenerative disease. This is one of the reasons why Geshe Chekhawa was able to help lepers cure themselves.
Another way that practitioners can practice Tonglen for themselves is the consideration of the pain that has existed in the past and the pain that will exist in the future. Ill health, loss, and unhappiness will arise throughout life. Old age, sickness, and death are the reality of being human. There is also the certainty of harm done to others in the past and the possibility of harm in the future. These can also be visualized as the focus of Tonglen practice.